is the skeleton bones, back with some Minecraft Infinity Evolved the Expert mode. As you probably have noticed, in the title it says that I'm gonna be building the mob farm in the last millennia dimension. The last millennium is a dimension that hasn't, well, practically anything but a single villager. And also, unlike the mining dimension, the last millennium dimension, it's always the nighttime, whereas in the mining dimension it's always the daytime. Since it's always the nighttime in the last millennium dimension, there wouldn't be as many problems with the lighting as far as the mob farm goes. I need these carpenters wedge slope. What I'm trying to do here, I'm gonna put one more cross beam on the top, and then it's gonna be like this. The carpenters blocks, the wedge slopes are gonna go out in that direction. I think like this. And then we go do it like this. Well, basically as if it was a scaffolding going all the way through. I could also make these out of the steel scaffoldings. It would also look decent. I decided to go with concrete this time. It takes a lot of stone slabs, by the way, to cover the entire ceiling. So basically, the ceiling is gonna look like this. What do you think, by the way? Does it look alright? These are kind of a support beams that support the ceiling. Let's see how it looks without the night vision. Yeah, I think it looks very industrial. This is how it looks without the night vision amulet. I was spraying the walls with the construction foam, just like this. And as soon as these blocks dry out, they become the reinforced stone. I think the reinforced stone just looks nice as a wall material, like to the kind of a bunker type building that I have here. And also you can apply the construction foam to the cables and it forms the blocks like these. And also you can paint these blocks, just in case you didn't know. The quarry in the nether have been going for a while now. But let's grab a stack of glowstone and then make this recipe. How much do we need of these? Enriched scenariums, and then 2 more of these. No. Yeah, these. Just make sure to scan all of the materials. That's the easy part, if we can call it that. Getting a stack of iridium ore, well, certainly 2 cars sometime to get there. By the way, if you want to join, just follow the channel and you will be an official member of the Skeleton Bones gang. To make this enhanced Galgadorian metal, well, we actually don't need a lot of this, but to make a single Galgadorian metal ingot, we are gonna have to make a large lump of Galgador, which is made by combining 9 of these. Each one of these require an eye of Galgador, which is not really that much, but we do not have a way to get a lot of ghast tiers. That's the thing. I mean, easily. We can always go to the nether and hunt for the ghasts by like manually killing them with a sword, but that's not what I want to do. By the way, we also need to farm some mushrooms and spider eyes, but the first order of business is to set up a mob farm with the ghasts. I'm not gonna be using the ghasts from the nether. I'm gonna be using the ghasts out of the Twilight Forest. The Twilight Forest ghasts are smaller and are much more manageable. So there's the portal. So how it works is you just step on top of it and then right click on it, and it will teleport you right into the last millennia dimension. Welcome to the last millennia dimension, where there is nothing but this guy. The last villager. It's a void world. I'm gonna go back to the overworld and get the materials to build the mob farm. So the Reaper enchantment is more important than the Wrath enchantment. I want to get all of the monster souls. I just need to check up on my reactors. Yeah, I just felt something. I do not have the advanced extractor set on these reactors for some reason. So all the reactors are working. Yeah, it is weird. How did I feel that something was wrong with the reactors? I guess I've grown a special connection with these reactors. They are like my family now. Oh, dude. What are you doing? No. No, 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 no. Do not kill the last villager. You okay? Is this just... Oh, we are starting to get the mob soul. That's what I was talking about. We might even skip the Ender IO spawners. I'm still gonna make this up for the quest. Because unlike the Ender IO spawners, the Draconic Evolution spawners do not require the power to work. Right, let's make a powered spawner. Now, how do we open the Twilight Forest portal? Is by surrounding a pool of water 2x2 with flowers. Any kind of flowers will do. And I forgot the diamond. Also, by the way, this mod is prone to crashing. What? We got the tainted goo. What? Where did we get this from? I wonder. But the thing about the tainted goo, you cannot handle it for a long time without getting sick. Basically, the Thorncraft sick. So what I need to do is quickly grab it out of this and the pouch and then store it right away into the storage drawer system. Probably should scan it while it is inside of the pouch. So do this and then store it into the storage drawer and never touch it until we get to doing the Thorncraft quests. It did work, so wish me luck. No accidents this time. Welcome to the Twilight Forest, where it's always dusk. There is a quest called the Twilight Zone. It will guide you through the Twilight Forest dimension. Well, the next step is to get the blank magic map. I forgot to get a glowstone dust, but we also need a raven's feather. Sadly, we will have to kill this guy. Unless... No, we cannot pluck the feathers out of these guys. We need to kill them. Sorry, dude. I don't really want to do this. You get these torch berries in the caves in the Twilight Forest dimension. They look like this. So it shouldn't be, with the jetpack, it shouldn't be too hard to actually kill this monster. Yeah. It's really not too bad. With these tools that we have. The Twilight Lich lives in the Mushroom Twilight Forest biomes in the Lich Tower. We do not really have to climb all the way up, we can just fly there. How do you fight this? It's so crammed in here. So he equipped the sword. We can just kill him. It's not really... Oh, damn it. It's not really hard to do. So the next stage, Mushroom, compared to all the other bosses, it's the one that will take the most time to do. Because you need to go through the maze to get to that boss. Well, this is the hardest part. Is to actually find a way to the next tier. You are looking for these kind of structures to find an entrance to the next tier of the labyrinth. Which didn't take long. Oh, come on. No, what the... Sorry. Kinda overreacted. Well, we seem to be close. Very close to the Mushroom because these things started appearing. There's a Mushroom. Well, it didn't actually take long for us to find this guy. Come on. Come on, Mushroom. Come on. Wow, I'm just gonna have to shoot you then. easy. Also, this thing might be important. I'm not really sure what this is used for. The maze map. It might be the map that will show us the layout of this maze. Not really sure about that though. So, do not take my word for it. The Hydra spawns in the middle of Fire Swamp. There aren't any dungeons to face. The Hydra is simply in the middle of the biome. By the way, you need to eat this beef stroganoff to be able to get into the next biome, which is the Fire Swamp. And you only need to eat it once. Once the Hydra is defeated, it will drop a Hydra trophy, Fiery Blood, and a Hydra Chops. The Fiery Blood is required to enter the Dark Forest biome. So do we drink it? What do we do? It should be somewhere around here. Yeah, this is the entrance. So I do it like this, and then what happens? Apparently I need to place it on top of this block. I really like the sounds that these monsters make. The boss chamber was somewhere behind, yes, the obsidian bricks, blocks. This shouldn't be a problem. Oh, come on. Just use a sword for this. Sorry, dudes. Sorry. I'm too overpowered for this dungeon. You are messing with the guy who went through the first chapter of the Infinity Evolved quest book. Shoot down the ghast. The ghast is what we are looking for actually. The ghast tower. I'm not even gonna kill the ghast. What I'm looking for is the little ghasts that are inhabiting the ghast tower. Let's grab one of these. And, well, that's pretty much it. Combined with a broken spawner in an anvil. Since we do not have the carminite ghastling broken spawner, I'm just gonna use one of these. Combine it with the soul vial. Is it not gonna work in this anvil? Well, I guess we'll have to get just a regular anvil for this. The carminite ghastling. Like this. Because the tesseract is gonna be providing power to this. Active with signal. Enable this. A lever. And it should start spawning the carminite ghastlings. Hopefully it will kill them eventually. Well, no, this is a fail. I'm gonna have to make one more spike and put it on top. Well, we do have enough mushrooms to go, to get into the applied energistics. Well, I don't know, I'm gonna think about it later, whenever I'm done with the diamond spike. By the way, the ender quarry has stopped working because it has finished its job. I'm gonna move the ender quarry out of the nether into the mining dimension now. Since there is enough nether resources, we got 90,000 nether quartz ores. In the meanwhile, let's see if we can finish some of the quests. I can do this quest. If only I had some dark steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make 4 stacks of dark steel. 29,000 blocks of obsidian. This is gonna last us a while. Almost. You see how these monsters do not get killed, the flying monsters, by the diamond spy because, well, they are flying monsters. And they are gravitating towards the ceiling. Even though we have the cursed earth here, the monsters will still not spawn on top of the cursed earth if it's properly lit up. The monsters seem to be, I mean, at least the spiders seem to be stuck on the very top. But the ghasts are getting killed, no problem. But before that, let's get to the nether and get our ender quarry back. Entire areas of the nether have been mined out completely. Behold the new nether. So this should all be fine now. And then one more thing, I need to move this diamond spike a little bit lower. I guess I'm gonna have to break through this wall. Perfect. Since we have sharpness 5 on this diamond spike, it shouldn't take long to take out the spider for this diamond spike. I'm just gonna stay here for a while and see how the ghasts are gonna be affected by the spikes. Yes, it works perfectly. That is it about the ender quarry and also the mob farm. And that should be pretty much it, except we need some ghast tiers. There's the eye of Galgador that we needed. The lamp of Galgador. We are gonna need 18 stabilized metal for this, which is some iron and some obsidian and some diamonds. Just gonna grab a whole bunch of these materials. There's 20 of the stabilized metal, which we need to combine with some glowstone and some diamond blocks. To make the lamp of Galgador, which everything in this mod seems to have aspects, by the way, so make sure to scan these items as you craft them. Before going through with this recipe, let's see if our quest has been unlocked. Yes, we can make the search quartz range. It's not too early for that. We got our enhanced Galgador metal, and then the moment of truth is making the search quartz range. Ta-da! The major goal has been achieved in this mod pack. We got the search quartz range, which allows us to go into the applied energistics finally. So to actually start doing the stuff in applied energistics, we are gonna need to set up the inscribers. By the way, why is there smoke coming out of your concrete slabs, Seymour? Do I have a spare tesseract? I don't think so. There's the teleporters. It took us like much less time to craft these all up than it was like when we were crafting up the tesseracts for the first time. So I'm gonna set this one to the energy network, main RF out. The crystal growth accelerators are gonna be placed here. I'm gonna put an energy acceptor in here, put a resonant whatever the cable, and it will start to power these things. And it is not able to power these, so you need the energy acceptor for these to work. I want to make at least a stack of flux crystals to then make the pure flux crystals out of that. And we can just use this water pool for this purpose. In fact, I'm gonna be using this water pool not only to grow the crystals, but also to make the flux crystals automatically. I shouldn't use the sag mill for this, unless we are getting, like, if I were to put a couple of flux crystals, will we get extra output? No, we are not getting extra output. And since we are still using up the steel grinding ball for this, right? 36%. Let's process some more. I guess we are not using the grinding balls for this recipe. Might as well use the sag mill because it is faster than the pulverizer. Yeah, let's make a whole bunch of these. 3 stacks of sand. By the way, I don't think that ring of magnetization picks up the crystal seeds, which is cool. But it does pick up the pure crystals. So I'm still gonna need the solognolia flower. What else do I need to do is I'm gonna put a torch here, and then an open crate is gonna go like this. And then what else do I need is I need to make a vacuum chest. Not a vacuum hopper this time, because we need to filter the things that go inside of the vacuum chest. So it's gonna pick up the pure flux crystal and then just the flux. I mean the pure certus quartz crystal, and then it's gonna pick up a flux crystal. We are gonna drop some seeds in there. This vacuum chest is gonna wait until these seeds turn into the pure crystals and it's gonna pick it up. So basically this is the automation of the pure flux crystals and also the flux crystals as well. Let me demonstrate that. I mean, it is kind of obvious. There's the flux crystals, and as soon as the pure flux crystals grow, and the vacuum chest is gonna pick them up as well. It's really simple. By the way, these crystal growth accelerators will constantly consume power. I can't really do anything about that. But for now, I'm gonna be wrapping this up. It has been Skeleton Bones and the Infinity of Modpack.